Welcome back to the Doctor How-To series. I'm Kim Castleberry. This tutorial will review how to edit treatment codes for use in assessment. While Uprise EHR comes with default treatments, you can edit them in treatment code mappings for your practice preferences. You can find treatment code mappings in the EHR Configure menus. Under Exam Configurations, select the treatment code mappings, then enter or search in the ICD code in the problem code box right here, or smart search for the code in the viewing glass icon by ICD code or description values. When you select treatment code options for the first ICD code in the same series, the treatments are going to automatically display in the rest of the codes, in the rest of the series. The first code is typically the right eye or the right upper lid eye code, and this makes it easier to edit the right, left, bilateral, and unspecified codes for the same problem quickly without having to do each code individually. Let's see how that works. So we're going to select this first one, and we can see that we already have these codes set up here, and if we want to edit them to kind of suit our practice, we can do that. And generally speaking, we set up the mild ones for supportive type therapies. We set up the moderate ones for supportive therapies plus additional treatment options for special testing, and the severe ones, we do both of those plus the options for surgical treatments. Now, there are certainly ICDs that will have all of those things like glaucoma or macular degeneration, where you would even do special testing in mild, moderate, and severe. But as a general rule of thumb, the mild treatments are saved for supportive therapies, the moderate treatments are saved for special testing, and the severe for surgical type therapies. We have all these categories down through here that you can select options on. So continuing care, we might go through here and search and find our options there, and it's where you have for things like refer, monitor, return, AMS or grid. You'll find plenty of options there. And then refractive care for contact lenses, supportive and palliative therapies, and then surgical subdivisions for intraocular lenses, lids and lashes, medications, and so forth. And of special note, we can put other tests in there. You can put screening tests in there, and most importantly, you can put special testing in here so that your orders will display with any special testing that you might need. For items that you would like added to our default set of treatments, just submit them on a support ticket with your request, and or just shoot me an email and I'll see what I can do to get them added so that everybody can benefit. Now, standardizing your treatment code mappings for your practice is a great way to create best practice protocols for your clinic. All providers in your org are going to see the same treatment options, so let's update one of these to see how it works. For instance, my Meibomian gland dysfunction is a new ICD that needs to be updated in my org, so if I knew the problem code, I could go ahead and select for it here, but I really don't know what it is, so I'm going to go ahead and select for it in this window. Just type the first few letters, and we can see here that we have Meibomian gland dysfunction, right upper eyelid, and we've got the rest of the series right here. So all we really need to do is go ahead and select this one and select the treatment options, and it will display for all of them. I also think I'll go ahead and set this up as a favorite so that it'll display in my category selection and favorite selection as a favorite. Go ahead and select this. Again, you can see here that we have an empty set of treatment codes, and I always like to add for most of my codes for really all of the severities what I want to do maybe for a follow-up visit and or when I want to see them for a comprehensive exam. So I'll put the 92012 and the 92014 on both the mild, moderate, and severe treatment options. These are just going to simply display in orders as a possible selection because it's associated with a CPT code. And you can select on those and go ahead and create a recall or create an order for that. But I also want to print out in the text area a few things. So let's go look at those. I'm going to move down and look at the non-coded ones. This is the text that will display under the assessment in the treatment options for that problem. And I like to put monitor on all my mild ones And then I like to put refer in case I want to refer for severe options. And then I like to put return for the medium ones so that it's more specific that I'm really recommending them to return to the clinic. Monitor leaves it a little bit more open so that I may have the patient monitoring and just report if they have an adverse event like right here. But in this case, I'm satisfied with these treatment options, so we'll go back up to the top and have it display the ones that we've selected. And I want to go add special testing because we now have meibography and tear film analysis special testing, so I'm going to add that here, and I'm going to go down and look for external photos 92285. Here it is right here. So I'm going to select that for the moderate and severe problems. Select that. And I think that's it for me. But anyway, set these things up however you want for your org, and these options will display in every one of those categories. Let's go look for that here, meibomian gland dysfunction, and we'll see that it's certainly here for the first code. Now we can backtrack and go down to the second code, and you'll see the treatment options are there as well. And we can go down to the bottom codes for the upper and lower eyelids, and we can see that they're all here. Now if we wanted to take this treatment set and copy it to another code, we could simply go up here, copy to, type in the ICD code that we would want to copy that to, and bring that one in. It would copy that code set to this code set, and it's going to add any treatment options that you have to whatever current options are there, and if there's nothing there, it'll simply replace that with what you have here. So that is the way to edit and add treatment code mappings. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. Thanks for joining us. Good day.